Ooh, look at that guy. I think so too. Let's give it a test. There we go. Perfect fit. All right. You have a new TV recliner for him, sir. Here you go. One more time for our little lumberjack.
$20.
Willie! Ladies and gentlemen, the next event is the one you've all been waiting for. It's the speed climb or tree climb. The trees you see behind me here are called spar trees. A lumberjack called a high rigger would go out into the forest where the logging was taking place, find these trees, climb them, remove all the branches, cut the top off, and then attach a large pulley at the top called a block. They would then run a steel cable through that pulley and out into the forest. The other end of that steel cable was attached to a steam engine at the base of the spar tree called a donkey. What they would then do is fire up the steam engine and yard the logs from the forest to the base of the spar tree, where they were then later transferred to the river. The job of the high rigger was one of the most dangerous jobs in the forest, and that's why it was often called widow's work. Okay, anyways, our lumberjacks are going to be climbing these 60-foot trees, ringing the bell you see at the top, and then climbing back down as fast as they can. The first man back down to the ground is gonna be the winner.
That's gonna be me, right, Green River? That's gonna be me, right, Blue?
Yeah! Lumberjacks ready. 1, 2, go! Cheer him on, everybody, real loud. Willie's in the slight lead. Johnny's catching up. Willie rings the bell, then Johnny. Here they come down. Willie takes it for Blue Mountain.
He cheated.
Okay, Johnny, what do you mean he cheated?
Well, you saw him. He fell down the tree.
Are you saying you want a rematch?
Oh, no.
That's what I thought. All right. As I mentioned earlier, everybody, the job of the high rigger, as you just saw, was one of the most dangerous jobs in the forest. But there was one job that was even more dangerous, and that was the job of the log driver. So once those logs had made it to the river, they then had to be floated to the nearest sawmill. The log driver would get on these logs with his spiked boots and a long pole and ride them down the river. A tiny little cabin strapped to some floating logs would be his home for weeks at a time, where he got his distinguished nickname, River Rat.
Or stud.
Or stud. Some of these logs would get jammed up on corners or on rocks, and using that long pole, he would try to break them free. As a last resort, he would even use dynamite and just blast the logs apart. So you can imagine how dangerous this job could be. Dynamite aside, and one false step could send that lumberjack into the freezing waters below, where the weight of his woolen clothes could take him under, and he could drown. Or he could die from log crushings, or he could die from hypothermia, or he could even die from...
Oh, hey, hold on.
What?
Well, I don't want to do that.
What do you mean you don't want to do it?
Come on, I could die from log crushing.
Willie, there's just one log in there.
It's a pretty big log, right? Hey, carpet burn.
Carpet burn? What?
Oh, wait, hey, he's right. What about hypothermia?
Okay, what about hypothermia? You know what? Both of you guys are being such babies. I'm sure they warmed the pond up for you by now. Let me give it a check. Whoa! It's freezing. But you're going to be doing it anyway, because you're lumberjacks and you're tough. All right, it's time for the last event, ladies and gentlemen, the log roll, which just so happens to be my favorite event.
Well, why don't you do it then, huh?
Because we get to see the lumberjacks get wet, right, folks? That's what I thought. All right, in the log roll, it's best 2 out of 3 falls. Pretty much anything goes. The guys can splash, rock the log, call each other. What?
Oh, wait, I'm not doing it.
Willie, put down the dynamite.
Oh, no, I'm blowing that log out of the water.
Johnny, do something!
Johnny! Johnny!
It's all under control. I got it.
Don't give it to me. Throw it away. Not that way. Not in there. Stomp on it.
Okay. It's all working.
Okay, throw it in the water. Not that water.
What?
Willie was in there.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna miss him.
He was one great lumberjack.
Yeah, he was a dynamite guy. A real blast.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the loss of one of our lumberjacks, I'm afraid we won't be able to go on with the show today.
Guess you could say I blew away the competition.
Johnny, come on now. What are we going to do? We only have one lumberjack.
One lumberjack, and that's me, Johnny. That means we win, right, Green River?
What? Willie! Willie, you're still alive.
Oh, Willie's alive.
Willie, are you all right?
What?
I said, are you all right?
Do I look alright to you? I just fell down a well, and I thought it might go up by my head.
And that was cool.
Why is it all your fault?
Okay, guys, come on now. Let's settle this on that log.
Fine, I'll get him on the log. Right, Blue?
That's how we settle things here, everybody. In the log roll, it's best 2 out of 3 falls. As I said earlier, pretty much anything goes. The guys can splash, rock the log. The only thing they can't do is cross the line. Hey, Johnny! Put it down, guys. Everybody put your hands together and make some noise. Johnny takes the first roll. Hey, Willie, are you okay?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Warm up the pond a little bit.
Ew! Get back out there! Everybody make some noise! Takes the second roll. Hey, Johnny. Oh, stay in the water. I'll keep the swelling down. Oh, Johnny, are you okay?
I think I need first aid.
I don't think they make Band-Aids that small. Come on now, guys. Last roll, we promised. Everybody make some noise one last time.